Read the question carefully. And the cylinder fixed horizontal frictionless cylinder. Cylinder is fixed. And what about the rod? Try to understand first question. So afterwards, because we know what are the forces that are acting. String is there, tension. Block is there, its weight. Then weight of the rod. The rod and the cylinder are in contact. So a normal contact force. And the cylinder is fixed. There'll be some reaction at the inch where the cylinder is fixed here. So these are the forces that will be resulting there. I show all the forces that are going to act on the system. First we'll draw a cylinder. This is about the rod. The rod makes an angle theta. So let me go for other things. This is a normal. And there's a string. A load is suspended from one end of uniform rod of mass m. Yeah, this is the mass of the rod. This is them. I think it's over. If you can analyze this much, the string will be taut. Weight m naught g. Tension. Here the tension will act like this, and he has given this length as eta r, and this is r. What is eta? 1 by root 2. So we'll take help of this is theta, so I'll take this angle as beta. Now get into the problem now. What is the state of beta? Again you'll get confused. A B, no, so let me write alpha only. Simple. This angle alpha. So will this be perpendicular? Shall I draw perpendicular here? It must be, no? It must be. So therefore, let me take this is O, this as B. Let me call this is C. Or call this is P. Center of mass of the rod, let it be C. Now, we have one triangle. We have one triangle. Tan alpha will be OP by PB, and we know eta. So we get the alpha. So first let's concentrate on that triangle. Tan alpha is equal to OP by BP. So what is the value of OP? OPs are and this is eta r. Eta is 1 by root 2. So therefore tan alpha is root 2. What is use of this? So what is the state of the rod? What are the forces acting on the rod? Normal contact. It will act in this direction. The weight mg. Then component of tension. No? So it is in equilibrium. Along the rod, we'll write it. So, but we don't know that angle made by the tension. How to get that into the... We'll balance the component of weight of the rod AB, mg sine theta. We will balance mg sine theta. Not normal normal n will act perpendicular to the rod. I'm putting this one. So a component of tension only should act here. How to bring that angles? Shall I take this angle alpha? Any reason for that? Are you seeing this like an arc? Basics of circle. This is one arc. So therefore, this length will become equal to this. So this will be alpha now. So what is this total angle? Total angle will be 180. So what can be this angle? 180 minus 2 alpha. Nitesh.
Sir,
You mute it, pa. Mute it. Don't talk. I'm just alarming you. Huh? Again, why you're unmuting it? Huh? Okay, let's get into the thing that one T. So then component of tension 180 minus sine 2 alpha. So then rod along the rod mg sine theta minus T sine of 180 minus 2 alpha. Do we know alpha? As tan alpha, we know it. Then with that, what I'll get the tension. Sine of this, I think almost problem got over. This is tension should be equal to m naught g. Sine of 180 minus 2 alpha will be cos 2 alpha. So we know cos square alpha should be equal to 1 plus cos 2 alpha by 2.
Sir, it's sine 2 alpha only, sir.
Cos of 180. This is cos minus. This is 180 minus. Okay, that one. Cos component will come. Cos of 180 minus 2 alpha will be cos alpha. This is equal to 0. No. So further I'll go for it. G will get cancelled. So m sine theta minus m naught. Cos 2 alpha from this formula to cos square alpha minus 1. I know tan alpha. So from that I'll calculate cos alpha. I'll substitute here. I'll get m naught. M naught will be 15 kgs will come. Already I gave that answer. Solve it. Next, after this, is asking find the mass of the load and the ratio of length of the rod to the radius of the cylinder. What do you mean by ratio of length of the rod? Let length of the rod, let AB equal to L. Is asking that L by R. R is the radius. How to bring that length? Whose help we have to take it? About point A. See, point A is not on the ground. I think you must be able to understand this. Point A is not on the ground. Only the cylinder is fixed here. Point A is not on the ground. Don't put anything there. So what is this actually cylinder? It is just, you can say like a contact in cylinder and it is in air. A point A of the rod is not in contact with the ground. So that should be clear, that one. So somewhere ground, if you want, you can show it here, or it's a horizontally, about horizontal axis, the cylinder is fixed here. How to bring that one? So net torque about any point should be 0. So again, I don't know the normal contact. How to, shall we directly take about normal contact? Yes, you can do it. Or the net force on the cylinder along x-axis must be 0. So now resolve a tension on the rod, you go for it. Net force along x-axis must be 0. Component of tension should balance component of normal reaction. Tx minus nx equals 0. From this, what will happen? I know tension. What is tension? Tension equal to m naught g, and m naught value we got it. So I know tension. I know alpha. So I'll find out component of tension along x-axis. After getting that, I'll substitute here. I'll get component of normal reaction along x-axis. Then from that, I'll calculate the n. So what is nx? Nx should be equal to, this is nx. N sine theta should be nx, no? Here. This one. So I'll calculate nx. I know theta, I'll get n. Then I'll go for net torque about A. Net torque about A should be on the rod, should be 0. mg L by 2 cos theta. This will be clockwise plus n into, we don't know the distance. We don't know the distance. So if you want, you can directly write about C. Instead of this, let me take C, so that this one, we can avoid this. Calculations we can minimize. This should be n into, what can be distance? Cp. N into Cp anti-clockwise. Then torque due to tension. T into, it's not perpendicular, so you should calculate that component of tension perpendicular to the rod. I'll write T perpendicular. T perpendicular into L by 2. Will it be L by 2? It should be, no, from B to C, it should be, this will be clockwise. All set equal to 0. We know BC is L by 2. What about CP? CP, what you can write it? CP is equal to L by 2 minus theta, no? So like this, what will happen? The L and R are unknown thing. The ratio of that will come into picture. For that, what happen? You should work out here. You know alpha. From that alpha, you can manage everything. So you solve it, you'll get this answer. And just shade idea, you have to work out further. Okay, I'll scroll down.